boat behind me is an ILIAD 53F. The F is for Flybridge, and I'm really excited to show you this today. This boat was voted multi-hull of the year recently, and for very good reason. Built for long range, efficient cruising. She's got an amazing level of fit and finish inside. Very customizable for their owners. ILIAD are all about building fairly low number boats every year, and I'm so excited for you to see what this is all about. I think you're going to be really impressed. So let's step on board and do a full walkthrough. So let's start at this swim deck, and I said at the very start that owners can, they have a variety of options they can choose with their ILIADs, and this is the first of those. Now this swim deck will obviously lower, but it also extends out horizontally out. Now the advantage of that is it allows you to have a much larger tender, because of course it extends out past the rear of the boat, and this will take up to a 450 kilogram tender and probably a good 4 meters. Now you can have a swim platform that just drops vertically down. The trade-off there is obviously you'd save a little bit of money, but your tender would be a little bit lower. But there you go, a fantastic option for owners. So we'll just step on board across here. Just to my left here, we've got an extendable pull-out shower to rinse yourself off. And as we come up these steps, I'll swing around and give you a good view of the aft cockpit. Right in front of me here, we've got a large bench with seating for 6 to 8 people. This table leafs out, so you could make that smaller if you wanted, but as it is now, comfortably have 6 or 8 people across that table. Just below me here, these are huge. Now the 53 is all about being able to get on board and go away and stay away for extended periods of time, and these large lockers run the full length. They're dotted all the way up the midline of the boat. You can see them there, there's 3 or 4 there. So there's an enormous capacity here to stow all the things that you need on board when you go away. In front of me here, there's a wet bar configuration with a pull-out refrigerator. Now owners can choose to have that refrigerator on the galley side, or obviously on the cockpit side of their choosing. Great overhead, hard top of course. We've got the Flybridge to see, but that extends all the way back, so you're well covered, well extended and well protected. More storage here to the starboard side. I won't open all of these up, but let's step inside and have a look at the main salon. The first thing you notice when you walk through here is the enormous amount of ambient light, and that's achieved by some very large windows. And I'll point this out because it's not typical. You don't find this in every catamaran or every power catamaran, and that is that when you're sitting down, often what you'll find is that your view out is obstructed, but not on this ILIAD. So I'm sitting down now and I've got full 360-degree views all the way around from the sitting position, and that just adds, I think, to the feeling of space and openness and the overall ambience. It really is very, very nice, as is the quality of the finishes. You might be able to pick it up here, but the quality of, for example, this elk timber veneer is really, really nice. This has got a 0 gloss finish on it, and it's very, very striking. Owners can choose to configure their galleys to a few different configurations. This, of course, is that U-shaped configuration where you come in here, and what that does is it gives you the space to have an enormous domestic size fridge freezer. You know, and if you are setting off, you know, this power cat can take you, for example, you know, over 2,000 nautical miles from, say, Sydney, where we are today, you know, over to Noumea or Fiji, for example. You need this sort of capacity, and you've got it with this boat. Great finish, a 4-hob electric stove there, dishwasher, really nice fit and finish. I like the way you've got a really nice big recessed sink, great for cleaning up pots and pans, for example. Really nice finish. This machined like it's a Korean bench top, really nice with this really significant substantial fiddle, so things aren't going to slide around, end up all over the place. I really like that. Over the starboard side, we've got a dining table. Those little guys underneath are like little ottoman chairs, and they can come out, and you can pop those over here on the center line to give you, you know, more seating at dinner time. But that's a lovely space. That of course can leaf over if you don't want to have it in a dining configuration and just have it more as a coffee table. You can do that for the extra space. The other thing you might not have picked up on is we're on one single level from the aft cockpit all the way into the salon here. It's one single level, I think, which is really nice. You don't have to trip yourself up on stairs. There's one very small step up to this forward part of the Salon, which we're going to look at right now. But the thing that's been pointed out to me is these areas are all pretty customizable to the owner's choice. This area just here behind the helm has been fitted with cupboards and some storage, and there's a pop-up 50-inch television just behind there. But you might want to have this as extra lounging, and you could ask ILIAD to do that for you. If I swing around here, you'll see that lovely lounge I was sitting at earlier. Again, in front we've got this nice coffee table with some pull-out ottomans. I think that's really nice, and there's storage underneath all of here, as you'd expect. Let's move over and take a look at the helm. Now, the 53F does come standard with a Flybridge helm and the helm that we're looking at here as well on the main deck. But owners can choose perhaps to only have the Flybridge helm if they wanted to have an extra space here, which could be extra lounging. You might want to build in some more cabinetry. It's completely up to you. But this owner's chosen to have 2 helms, and you have to say that is a pretty impressive looking helm. I really like that. It's got a real futuristic look to it, hasn't it? It comes standard with the 2 Raymarine multifunction displays. You might choose to have Garmin's. ILIAD will do that for you if you want that. It comes standard with a single bow thruster. Everything is here that you would expect with a boat of this quality. The digital engine controls over there. You could choose, for example, to have a bench seat that runs across there, so you could have the person in control of the boat with a guest or a friend next to them. This has got a fantastic captain's chair. Look at that. That's a fantastic looking bolster. All that comes down. That is a really impressive bit of kit. Really like that. Fantastic. Let's just come back here and have another look at that helm. That is really nice, isn't it? Really nice. Okay, there's a lot more to show you. We are of course going to go down and have a look inside the 2 hulls, where we've got 3 cabins, one very large owner's cabin there, and then we've got 2 other cabins on the port side. But let's swing around to the foredeck and see what's up there. So on our way up, a few nice things to call out. We've got these flush mounted covers here, so you're not going to trip yourself up on those. Nice high rails, those 30cm bulwarks there, really nice. And as we move all the way forward, we find a fantastic socialising and lounging position here for 6 or 7 people. Underneath these cushions, let's see if I can just lift this up to show you. There we go. Look at the amount of storage you've got under there. That is enormous. Ample space for covers, cushions, fenders, anything else really. Like, this boat does come with a lot of storage. It's fantastic. You might have picked up there that window section does open, so that will give you ventilation right through the center of the boat, which is important for your comfort. We've got, if I spin around here, we've got the anchor locker there, windlass, all nicely concealed on one level and all controllable from the Flybridge helm as well, with chain counter and the like. And something which I noticed before I started the video was we are sat really high up out of the water, and I would imagine that you get very little wash coming over the front here, so you'd be very comfortable when you're making passage. We are really sat, even compared to some of the other multi-hulls at the show, we are noticeably quite high. Really like that. Let's spin back down the port side and let's zip up and have a look at the Flybridge. So the Flybridge is another example of just the extent that ILIAD will go to for their owners to give them exactly what they want. Now this boat, of course, is an owner's boat, and it's been fitted with this davit crane. Most owners choose, I'm told, just to have, this is an open section for some pads, you know, a variety of other things. But this obviously is fitted with a davit crane, which will take about a 400 kilo weight. But if I just come back to this corner, you'll see just how big this Flybridge is. This is more akin to being on a monohull, I'd say probably a 80-foot monohull. It's really, really big, really big. And some of the things that I love about it are, well, firstly, I love the hard top, which comes standard. It's fantastic. And if I move under the hard top, which is good because it's just started to rain, you can see we've got a few fantastic things. One is a really big Flybridge galley wet bar. Over here you've got an electric grill. You can have the option for this to be gas. I think most people nowadays are choosing to go with an electric grill. We've got underneath here, we've got some, we've got some storage. This one on this side has the ice maker. You can see there that we've got the fridge. I wonder whether the guys have stocked it up. Yes, they have. Good on you guys. Stocked it up for us. Lots of counter space there to prepare things. That, of course, is your sink, draining sink. That's fantastic. Great rails all the way around here. Really, really nice. So that's a fantastic place to come up and prepare a lunch or a dinner. I'd be spending all day up here. And when you're doing that, you've got this enormous amount of seating over here. And there's a couple of interesting things to show you about this. Obviously this table is on a fixed pedestal. You can choose to have that high, low if you want to. That table obviously leaves in and out depending on what you want to use it for. But over here, let me just show you this, because I think this is very, very clever. You can see there that there's a couple of section holes there, and that's because you can have a cushion to infill there and be secured. And that gives you either, when you want to fold this table out, dedicated dining space, so you can have another couple of people there. Or if you want, you can do what we've done at the moment, which is take that out, and this then becomes just sun lounging area. Got your back up against there. You could be talking to the skipper over here or whoever owns the boat. What a fantastic place to position yourself. So I love that. That's very clever design. I love that flexibility. And talking about the helm, here we are. Fantastic view out. We've got the clears on. It's just started sprinkling. But nevertheless, so very similar to what we had on the main deck. You can see there's that thruster that I referred to earlier, the Marine multi-function displays, the Fusion sound system control, terrific. Really, really nice. Some storage there to pop some things that you might need. But it really is a fantastic area, and if I swing around from this view, you get to appreciate what an area this is. Isn't that fantastic? Look at the size of that. All right, we haven't even got to the engines or the hulls, so let's go and have a look at the accommodation. Let's start with the port side, because down here we've got two cabins. Now the first of these, and I just have to say, the wool carpet that I'm walking on feels fantastic. Maybe it's because it's a cold day, but it does feel really nice. So this cabin obviously is set up as two adult singles. Now what ILIAD can do, and I think this is brilliant design, you can actually infill this. So you can have this as, you can have a double. You could even have this as one large transverse, like a king size bed. So what a fantastic option. I haven't seen that much. I don't know that I've seen that at all, to be able to have a complete infill in this space. So whether you've got two singles, maybe some teenagers, children, or you want to just create another great big bed for your guests, you can do that. Lots and lots of storage, a really high level of fit and finish in here. Just beautiful. Love these leather headboards here. Again, that beautiful elk. That's just so nice. Spin around. There's our air conditioning control. Beautiful big windows with those opening sections there. You'd be very, very comfortable in here. Every cabin on the 53F is ensuite. You can see here we've got a separate shower stall, really nice with that teak flooring. The boat's been beautifully presented today. It really is shown off in its best light. Look at that, doesn't it just look really inviting, doesn't it? Again, with some opening sections. It's a great looking ensuite. And behind this door, we've got some hanging space that looks like this. So that's a pretty substantial amount of hanging space with more of that underneath there, and some more storage just here. Really nice quality. These doors feel really, the level of cabinetry in here is really, really nice. We've got laundry facilities behind here. I'll just figure out how to open that up. There it is. Beautiful Siemens washer dryer with a bit more storage underneath it for your laundry needs. And then through here we've got the second guest cabin, and I love this configuration. Perfect for families, if you might have mum and dad who might have a small child with them and they want to have that child in their cabin. You can do that, or you could just have a number of different guests in here. But I really love the quality of this. Again, a fantastic little place here to come and sit, pop your shoes on of a morning. Storage underneath here, beautifully lit. Again, lovely window section opening there. That hatch above us that we walked over before for lots of ventilation. Just a very, very inviting area to be in. And I mentioned it, but let's have a look. Again, its own very, very nice ensuite. The shower wand there. The teak floors. Really nice stuff. Beautiful. Let's have a look at the owner's cabin, because that is the star of the show when it comes to the accommodation, and it's found just over here. And as we drop in, you have to be impressed by the space. That's a beautiful looking berth, isn't it? Look at that. We've got this really modern, contemporary aesthetic. Lots and lots of headroom, well over 6 feet above me. These hanging lockers, love that finish that they've gone with. Lots and lots of space here for the owners. And a nice view out. If you're at anchor somewhere, you've got a fantastic view. There's again lots of options for owners, how they use the different spaces. This one's been done with a variety of storage and a little like a dressing vanity, which is lit, that looks like that, with that little ottoman underneath. But this could be, you know, you might just want to have a whole bank of drawers. And then behind me, you can see that we've got a little lounge area and like a little library area as well. That's a fantastic spot if you like to come and read a book, or bring down an iPad and we'll just get away from it for a little while, or just start your day with a coffee down here. You can do that. Or you might want that to be, again, more storage. The owners have all the choice with ILIAD. And a lovely, lovely big ensuite. Really nice big shower. The en-suites come standard with double basins. This owner's chosen to have a single, but it does come standard with two. Really nice big storage areas underneath there. We've got storage here. Lovely, lovely big windows. And there's our loo. Very, very nice owner's cabin. This door pulls across to give you complete privacy like that. And then it also reveals, again, more storage. Beautiful. All right, the last thing to show you is the engine system. All right, I've just dropped into one of the two hulls. We're in the portside hull. Now the ILIAD comes standard with a pair of 440 horsepower engines. This particular boat, the owners have chosen to upgrade the propulsion, and we've got a pair of Cummins 540 horsepower 6.7 litre engines. These are a straight drive setup, and as you find with a lot of multi-hulls, there's a lot of space to walk around and do all the servicing that you need. There's our Cummins own generator there. On the other side, we'd find the water maker. That round shiny thing there, that's our hot water. But a very, very roomy, very, very spacious space to be in. And in terms of, but really it's all about long range cruising in comfort with all the space that you need. And that's what ILIAD gets you. So that's the fantastic ILIAD 53F. A super impressive power catamaran this is. Really love the quality that ILIAD put out. Just a super, super impressive boat. Really appreciate ILIAD opening up for us today. The boat show is going to get super busy, but we got here early to give you a great walkthrough, and I think we've done that. Like this, if you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. Subscribe to this channel. We do these every week. Have a lot of fun. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next week on another video. Bye for now.